Do we have to do this today? Why are you asking me? You're the one that came up with this idea in the first place. Yeah, but time to myself would be great. Free time. Well, if you didn't drag me into this "we should do a daily vlog" thing, then you'd have more time to yourself. True, but it's hard to do this all by myself. Sounds like you need help, if you ask me. Yeah, getting myself some help is a great idea. Why don't you ask him to do it? Hey, come in here. Hi, how can I help? Listen to him. If you ask me, he's perfect for the job. In complete agreement here myself. What am I doing again? Me and myself decided I should do today's DnDaily. Oh, you mean I get to do today's DnDaily number 100? Thanks, you guys. And thank you for watching as I proudly present today's DnDaily number 100. Alright, y'all, that was about one of the sillier ideas I've had in this go of doing this daily vlog. I thought I'd have some goofy fun to start things off today. It is number 100 for our DnDaily here. I'm Gregory, this is 1 in 20 D&D, and I thank you for being here with me. Today, it is a Monday, so I am going to share with you my thoughts about Mental Health Monday. And today's topic is quite simply listening. I'm going to break that down for y'all in just a moment here in A, how you can use that in your own personal life for your own, improved mental health, and B, how you can use that in how it applies to gaming and especially D&D and RPGs. All right, so let's get right into it. Now, listening. Listening is a very simple seeming thing to talk about. But what exactly do I mean when I'm talking about listening in regards to our improved mental health? Well, here's the thing. Essentially, as far as I'm concerned, there's two things that are important about this, and a third that applies more to playing games or, role playing. So the first thing is you need to listen to yourself. You need to listen in to your inner dialogue, let's say. And you need to start paying attention to the people around you. Hopefully the people around you are people that you trust. And they might be telling you things that could really be beneficial to you. So the first thing is, whether it's your inner dialogue, the thoughts in your head, or whether it's the people around you giving advice, listen to the people that are giving you positive, helpful, supportive, uplifting advice. If the things you're hearing are great things that make you feel good, you definitely want to try listening to that. It will certainly help you, because a lot of times when we ignore things, that's when we end up with regrets. Now, if the inner dialogue especially, and also if the people around you are negative, criticizing, speaking harshly, making you feel like crap all the time, two things need to happen. One, if it's your inner dialogue, every time it happens, you have to make an effort to check yourself and erase that, and then reinforce yourself with something positive. The easiest thing to do, find something to be grateful about. Find something you are grateful about. So if you have a thought that comes in your head, oh, I can't do it, I'm ugly, I'm too fat, I'm dumb, I can't, I'm such a stupid, oh gosh, all this kind of stuff, whatever it might be, you need to, as soon as you notice yourself thinking that stuff and you're listening, you're starting to kind of remove yourself a little bit from your own inner dialogue. You listen to these thoughts in your head and you say, wait a minute, I don't want to talk to myself like this is terrible. I certainly wouldn't want anyone else talking to me like that. So if it's your own inner dialogue, you go, and then you think, you take a moment and you think, what am I grateful for? Wow, I'm grateful I get to play D&D. I'm grateful I get people around me that love gaming as much as I do. I'm grateful that there's things like Critical Role and, The Chain and the Waffle Crew and all these other great streams out there, and Variant Roles and Encounter Roleplay and all these incredible shows and groups that are trying to lift up the community. Those are the people I should be listening to. And if people are giving you positive feedback and positive, helpful, friendly encouragement, trust them, listen to them, right? The ones that are negative, it might be time to make some hard decisions and disassociate yourself from them people. Even if it's close family, maybe you don't spend as much time with them, If it's your close family, loved ones, maybe you need to take yourself away from that situation for a while to take that negativity out of your life for a bit and surround yourself with positive people. And the only way to really figure this out is if you're listening. And you need to listen to your inner voice. And number two, this is also important, and this is more about when you're playing a game, is take the time to listen actively. So when you're at a table especially, if you're playing a game, you're having a great game of D&D, if you're in your notes or if you're in your head, what am I going to say next? What am I going to do next? What should they say? What should my character say next? You're thinking about me, I, all that stuff, which is kind of why I did this silly preview to this session with that goofy skit, me, myself, and I, right? Well, if you're all focused on yourself, you're not going to be listening to the other people around you. And you're not going to be listening to the people at the table. Whether it's the DM describing what you're encountering, or whether it's one of the other players sharing their thoughts about their adventure you're in, how to solve a problem. Maybe it's something about their backstory that's important. The more you can focus yourself in on listening at the table, actively listening, the better you're going to be equipped for more incredible role-playing. Because if you hear those little subtle things from around the table, again, whether it's an actual table or a virtual table, when you hear those little subtle things and take them in, and you remember them or you take notes, later on when the timing is right, now you have material for those delicious moments of role-playing. When you're more present, you will feel better. Even if it's an uncomfortable moment, being more present helps you deal better with the situation. It's when we pull away from things that we feel the most discomfort, really. So listening is this simple thing to help us to get closer to people. It's going to help you in all of your relationships, whether they're your actual relationships in your daily life or whether your relationships at a table playing a game. So that's the second part of listening. So listening at a table, for sure, in character. And think of it that way. Think of yourself as your character listening to the other people at the table. Now, I said I had sort of a third trick. So the first two tips were, one, listen to the inner advice or inner voice in your head. Listen to the advice coming from around you. Figure out whether it's positive or negative and start to be a filter. Start to filter it. The negative stuff, you need to get that out of your life. The positive stuff, you want to bring more of that into your life. Now, that's the first part. The second part, listen attentively, and whether it's the people in your life that you care about, whether you're at the table trying to understand the other players and what's going on with, from the DM and the story, those are the two important things about listening, how they're going to hopefully make your life a better, experience. And here's the third thing. This is probably bigger and more important almost than those two. Ultimately, the most important thing to listen to, you got to listen to your heart. If you just listen to your head, that's how we all get mixed up. I thought I got 100 on that test, but I was wrong. I thought I was going to roll a 20, but I was wrong. I thought that person didn't like me, but I was wrong. Your thoughts can be wrong all the time, and quite frequently they are. They are right all the time too. I have thoughts that are correct all the time. Oh, I think I should go left, and in this dungeon, and that's where you find the treasure room. Or, hey, I think I should bring my umbrella today. And sure enough, it pours rain. Lucky you, you've got your umbrella. So our thoughts are right and wrong all the time. But here's something I'm going to share with you, that this is a truth, okay? Your feelings are never wrong. They might not feel good. They might feel bad. But your feelings are never wrong. They tell you what you're experiencing internally. So if you're feeling funky, you want to recognize, like, well, why am I feeling funky? Why? And listen to your heart. Listen to your emotions. Listen, when they tell you this is not a healthy situation for me, like, I don't feel good right now. Well, you can decide to walk away. You can decide to step back and say, hey, wait a minute, you know? Especially, like, I'm learning all about things like triggers in games and for people. You know, if you have a trigger and you're in a game and you're listening and you hear that trigger, it's okay for you to back up and say, wait a minute, y'all, I need a break. That's absolutely okay for you to do. Your DM should be giving you permission for that, and it should never, ever be an issue at any table. If you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to stop things where they are and step away from the situation for a moment so you can collect yourself and figure out, like, what's going on. So always, 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 this is the most important tip of this video. Always listen to your heart, okay? Balance your head and your heart. Use intelligent thinking and take some time with stuff. Don't be passionate all the time and just act rashly. And remember, it's a really good idea to listen to your heart. Okay, so this is my advice for today. Find ways to be a better listener. Listen to your heart, listen to your thoughts, learn to filter them, and learn to trust them as well. And listen to the people around you, especially if they're good people that you trust. And I am so grateful that you all are here. I got a couple new subscribers in the last few days. Thank you all. Josh and Samwise, I'm just super grateful. Thank you, everyone. The few people watch these videos every single day. It absolutely humbles me. I'm so grateful, and I'm just trying to share some good stories and some good advice. I hope you all enjoy that. I'll see you at a table someday. Please keep rolling 20s until then. I hope all your dice rolls are maxed, really. And remember, it's your game. Play your way. Oh, you mean I get to handle DnDaily number 100? Thanks, guys. And thank you. Oh, God.